new catalogue. I'm going to be giving you a quick tour of the new catalogues because I can actually show you inside them now, which is great. I'm also going to be making a card using one of my favourite suites from the new mini catalogue and one of the Sale-A-Bration options that you can get for free when you put a qualifying order in between now and the end of February. So let's get started. I'm going to pop the phone around and show you the catalogues. Some of you, if you're a VIP customer, you would have received yours in the mail already. Hopefully, you've received that by now. And you've maybe had a little look through. Let me just adjust the light here. But yes, I did want to give us a quick tour of, first of all, the new mini catalogue, which is running from January through April this year. So it ends, I think it's a month before the annual catalogue ends. You'll be able to find all of these products in the online store as well. Plus there's even more in the online store. And don't forget, Stampin Up have such a broad range of products now that a lot of them are not in catalogues. Some of them are called online exclusives, which means you can only find them online, but many of them will coordinate with products that you'll find in the catalogues and previous products that have launched beforehand. So there's a whole bunch of new online exclusives, as well as some new kits, and I'll be sending out my email newsletter very soon with all those details. But if you go online now and have a little look and see what the new offering is in that regard. So lots of new things, lots of new products available. So this came out yesterday officially, and it means that you can now order from this. So demonstrators could order online as a pre-order for the last month or so. So we've had an opportunity to play with these products, including the products in the Sale-A-Bration Brochure, which I'll show you in a second. But this is the mini catalogue. I love the cover, first of all. One of the things I noticed, and I actually thought someone had written on my cover in pencil. I thought, oh, I'm going to have to rub that off. But then I realised it's actually part of the artwork. So there's the artist's notes there. You'll see some sketches of the images that have been made into stamps or designer series paper. And it really just looks like a whole work in progress type. It's like a little glimpse into the creative process of how Stampin' Up designers come up with their ideas. There's even a watercolour pencil image there that has been coloured in, which looks really cool. And some fresh flowers, just to add something, something of nature to the card and to the front. And I just love the front of this. It looks really fresh. And it's a great way to start the new year, isn't it, with a new catalogue. So let's dive in and have a look. We've got a table of contents here. There's step-by-step crafting, which is the simple kits and accessories that you can use, without having to need too much in the way of accessories and tools. There's quick and easy options, and all the way through you'll see this catalogue there is lots of templates and samples that you can use for your own inspiration, for your own card making and scrapbooking and off the page creating at home. There's also a section called Creativity Your Way, which will be a little bit more involved. So pushing your crafting imagination, I think is what it says there. And basically all of our suite collections are there, so you'll find products that coordinate with each other across many different projects. There's our bundles and our standalone stamps as well. We have a rewards program that will be changing this year. So in the meantime, we have Stampin' Rewards, which are still available for you. When you place an order of $250 or more, you will be able to add some items for free to that same order. Hi Christine, good to see you. Happy New Year. So there will be a change coming in the Stampin' Reward system. It year. So stay tuned for that. I will fill you in more on those details. But up until about March or April, probably April is when we'll be having the changeover, the current rewards program will be in place. We've had that one for many years, many decades actually, that type of rewards program. But I think the new one will be better because when you're placing a small order, you will accumulate rewards points and you can spend them whenever, which is great. Okay, so let me just go through the catalogue with you and point out some of my favourite things. There is an introduction from Sarah Douglas, who is our CEO, and she talks about how she gathers the guys in her neighbourhood who want to make Valentine's Day cards for their partners, and just that card making and creating together is a great way to build relationships, and I agree. I continue to see that happening in the groups that I gather here at my place, and also when I go out and meet people in their place and they gather their friends around. There is something magical that happens when you're creating together, and so I'm looking forward to doing some more of that this year. There are new kits, as I said, so if you've got your catalogue there, you can actually turn to page 7 and your phone should pick up a QR code there. If you get your photo app and hover over that little QR code there, it will take you to the kits collection, and I basically call this projects in a box because really everything is in a box ready for you to go, and you can pack it all away again after you finish creating. And there are step-by-step instructions. There's usually a video that you can link to and have a look at and see how the project goes together. You've got the option of changing it up as well. So if you have a project that you want to change, say you wanted to create a 3D item with the contents in the box, or you wanted to do a scrapbook page, you can do that. And once you've used up all of the consumables, you've still got a stamp pad, and many of the kits have stamps as well, stamp sets, which of course you can use in other projects. So very versatile, great for beginners. Make sure you have a look at our new kit collection items. There are actually 3 new kits in the kit collection this month. I'll be sending out more details in my newsletter. And here's another little look at some kits that we've introduced previously. But there's a link there to the entire collection and of course our new ones that I just mentioned. If you're looking for a simplified crafting process, we have got lots and lots of embellishments and accessories for you that make it super easy. You don't even need a die cutting machine to use these. You can put a card together in minutes just with a simple set of card bases and envelopes, some stickers, which you can see there's a huge variety there. They've even provided some templates for you for both cards and tags on page 12, so don't forget to have a look at that and make use of those, because somebody's come up with those ideas and you can use them as is, or you can change them up to suit your project. So don't miss out on any of these mix and match pieces. There are ephemera packs, and as I said, there's the cards and envelopes pack. And there's even more samples for you on pages 14 and 15. So you'll be able to use these as a starting point, and even if you want to combine them with something else that you've got in your collection, you can. They're super versatile and super easy to craft with. We have some new memories and more items as well. There's the basic black 6x8 album, which is a great size for scrapbooking. I find the pocket page system really easy to work with because you don't have to come up with something for a whole page design. You can just do little pockets, little sheets that go inside the pockets. You can even just entirely fill a pocket with a photograph if you want to. So it makes it super easy, and you can use these for card making as well. So let me just show you a close-up on page 16 there. See how they've used a lot of the embellishments from the Memories and More and the cards for making some gift cards. So we actually have some basic white assorted Memories and More cards and envelopes, and they come in various sizes. There's like a little gift card size and a note card size there. And the idea is that you can use these packs, these Memories and More packs, for both the scrapbooking system and also for card making. So make sure you have a look. Do I have any craft tips or ideas? I'm getting ready for my launch next year. Oh yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to show you a card in a second, Christine. So stay on online, and you'll see I'm going to be playing. I'll give you a heads up. I'm going to be playing with the butterflies. So this week here, just skipping ahead, the Beautiful Bokeh Suite, and I'm going to be making a butterfly card. So hopefully that'll give you some inspiration for your launch. I'm not sure if you've got that set. Let me know what you wanted, and yeah, maybe other people can come up with some ideas for you as well. We've got a couple of standalone stamp sets. I've just ordered this one because I loved the look of that. I loved the texture in the background, and I thought there was a lot of different techniques I could do with it. So I'm waiting for that one to come in my happy mail this week. I also ordered the large happy birthday because I really loved this effect here, and I don't know if you can see that on page 19. See how they've used a couple of different stamp pads to create a multicolored effect on that happy birthday. I just thought that is going to be so versatile to use on all sorts of different cards and different techniques, different stamping techniques. So stay tuned for those. I've got them coming in the mail. And we're up to the Creativity Your Way section. So this is where we have our sweets. Things to love about sweets. They're intentionally designed to coordinate together, not to say that you can't use them alone. They make it really super easy to shop for your crafting supplies all in one go because everything matches. There's exclusive designs, and we've got coordinating, not just coordinating papers and embellishments, but also coordinating tools. So we have some suites where the dies will cut out the designer series paper, and that makes it, of course, even more versatile. This one reminds me of Beatrix Potter mixed with Bunnykins. So it's got some real sort of childhood nostalgic feels to it, and I love the fact that there is actually two bundles, I should say, in the suite. One thing about suites is that they're very comprehensive, so you've got a lot of products to choose from, and they're all going to coordinate, but you can use them alone as well. So this paper, for example, the storybook, what's it called? Timeless Clay 6x6. There you go. How gorgeous is that for some all occasions cards? I can see that being used with masculine cards, baby cards, cards that you don't want to be too girly or too flowery. And then, of course, it's going to coordinate with the storybook moments because it has all of the same colours in it. And here are our colours. Another thing about the suites is that they've organised all of the colours there for you that are pictured in the suite, especially in the designer series paper and the embellishments. And so you'll see we've got Calypso Coral, Wild Wheat, Old Olive, Lost Lagoon, Boho Blue and Pecan Pie. Those ones are going to be featured. So if you're wanting to get some extra cardstock, then those would be good colours to get your cardstock in so that they're going to match with the designer series paper. So that's been very well thought out. And here we've got some beautiful samples on page 26 and 27, if I just lay that out for you. 26 and 27, we have some cute little gift boxes, some stepped up projects, also hints and tips on how to colour your images, because they're line art images, a lot of these. There's a couple of different ways that you can colour them, watercolour pencils or Stampin' Blends. Here though, we also have some die cut paper details. So basically you can buy your images pre-cut, pre-coloured, ready to go, so that you can just punch them out and apply them to your project. So super quick and easy. If you're wanting to get the dies, as I said, a lot of them will coordinate with the designer series paper images. So definitely lots of options for putting embellishments and applying images to your projects. Here are another couple of projects. Got a little tag here made with one of those gorgeous frames. So you'll see the frames on page 24. Now that is part of the Storybook Friends bundle. So you've got the animals and the frames, and then you've got the images over here with the matching dies to cut the images. So two different bundles. Love it. I love all the artwork here too. If you've got gardeners in your family and you like gardening yourself and you want a scrapbook or create memories or cards or even tags of your gardening with a garden theme, then this would be a great suite for you as well. We have another suite here, another bundle suite called Friends of the Ocean. That's got one bundle in it. And you'll notice again there's coordinating papers, embellishments, and an embossing folder as well. The Floral Delight is yet another suite. I love this, reminds me of daffodils. There's kind of a daffodil feel about it. Yeah, just gorgeous, fresh spring blossom kind of vibes with that one. And look at these are so cute. I've got the tiny bee trinkets. I actually want to make earrings out of these. Let me see if I can show you close up. How cute are they? And you've got some Daffodil Delight satin ribbon just to tie it all together. So pretty. And of course, here we go. Some beautiful samples to show you about what you can do. How you can do like just simple cards or stepped up cards. You can even do window boxes, like shadow boxes, sorry, with these, using some of that gorgeous designer series paper. You could put a photo on there, great for all sorts of projects. Here's the one I'm going to be playing with. So I'm going to show you that one later as I come to creating with the Beautiful Bokeh Suite. But you can see how gorgeous it is and why it was one of the first things that I ordered in my pre-order. I'll be uploading this to my YouTube channel as well, so if you missed the Facebook Live, you can catch it on the replay there, and I'll pop the link in my newsletter and on my Facebook page. There's a Wildflower Birthday Suite, which I wanted to point out to you because this one has numbers, and number sets are really handy to have, especially for birthdays. This one's got some really cool dies which you can make tassels out of. Now let me see if I can find the project. Here we go. So you can make banners. You can make bunting and banners out of these dies. So you've got the tassels and you've actually got the bunting shape there with all the numbers. So you can imagine being able to make bunting for all the ages of the birthdays with different designer series papers, different colours, and having a lot of fun with that for years to come. I like how they've used the bunting as flags on this cake as well. Very cute, very clever. I think there might even be an envelope. Is there an envelope? Look at that. There is a page that's got, looks like it's got some tabs on it that you can cut out, little tags and tabs and note pieces that actually you can cut out from the designer series paper, which is interesting. actually die cuts in this one. I love it, as well as the paper. And it looks like there's gold foil in this too. That is gorgeous. Now I love the gold open weave trim as well. You might have seen my little video that I posted on Instagram, and it was a reel, and I also posted it on here on Facebook, using this trim. And I'm just going to grab the card for you just so you can see again how gorgeous that is. So you can see the trim just underneath my circle there with my mushrooms, but that just adds such a lovely little bit of texture. It's really easy to apply. You just need glue underneath and just to hold that in place, and you don't really need to secure it because it's quite stiff, so it won't bend up, and it just adds a little bit of a sparkle as well. Reminds me a bit of snail trail. I don't know, just so cute. Anyway, just thought I'd show you what I've been using that on. That is actually from the Wildflower Birthday Suite. Pages 42 and 43, and there's things that I've noticed here that makes me want to get this paper, especially the 2 sheets of die cut. Now that's 12 by 12 size as well, which is amazing. So definitely putting that one on my list. I think I need a new birthday suite, and I need a new bunting suite too. I haven't done bunting for ages. Okay, so bundles. We have a whole selection of new bundles that come together. Some of them come with dies, and some of them come with what's called a hybrid embossing folder. And the one I'm using, the butterfly suite, the Bokeh Suite, Beautiful Bokeh Suite, comes with a hybrid embossing folder as a bundle, which is great. And I'll show you how that works in a second. But yeah, so look out for the bundles because you can save 10% as always. If you get both, for example, the Memorable Blooms stamp set with the Memorable Blooms dies. It's hard to say that. Oh, I like this one. It's got hexagons. No, octagons, in fact. There you go. How gorgeous is that? See, I didn't see this on my first run through. I love that stamp set. And the dies are absolutely stunning. Look at this with with the flowers sort of outlined there inside the octagon. It's just beautiful. If you're looking for something cute, we've got the Darling Dinos bundle. Great for kids' kids' cards. And the one that I've just ordered is for the books. Now, how cute is this? I thought I could make some bookmarks for my friends. I do lend books from time to time, so you've actually got a stamp there that you can stamp in the front of your book, make sure it gets returned to you. But it's a really cute little card making set. And also scrapbooking. So I thought that's super versatile. And it was opposite the Terrific Toadstools bundle, and that's what made me consider it in the first place. But I definitely will be using that one in the future. I've actually got that on order. There is another bundle with a To The Point label punch, a new punch with a new stamp set. So you can get that as a 10% off bundle, but let me just skip over because there is another stamp set, which is the one I actually got to go with this new label punch. And I thought this one was a little bit more versatile, so it doesn't come in the bundle. I had to get them separately, but I thought it was definitely worth it because you get lots and lots of greetings and lots of fairly versatile frames, which of course you can use on a number of different projects. And I just loved, the layering ideas that they had on this page too. Going to be using that one for sure. What else have we got? We've got some standalone stamps, as I said. So here we go. These ones are reversibles. So we've got stamps that you stamp the detail, and then if you flip it over, it does a reverse image. So you can actually stamp them one on top of the other to give a bit of a contrast. Or you can do collage stamping with them. That's a cute idea. And there's my standalone set that I got, to go with my label punch.
And we've got another one. This reminds me of Carrie Fisher's dog, Gary. And I think he recently passed away. I'm not sure. If anyone follows Gary Fisher on Instagram, I do. Because I was a diehard Princess Leia fan and I loved Carrie. When she passed away, his Instagram page kept going and he reminds me of Gary. There you go. But I really like this. In dog years, you'd be blah, blah, blah. Aging fine like cheese and wine. At least you're not as old as you'll be next year. Happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. I kind of can relate to that stamp set with my upcoming birthdays, or my upcoming birthday this year. Anyway, I thought that was a cute one. We've got some really nice image ones. And yeah, some beautiful line art stamps. Great if you're wanting to do some colouring techniques with. I like the greetings in that too. I couldn't have picked a better friend. That's beautiful. And that is the catalogue. So in the back here, we've got some extra information. If you want, you can go on to the website. There is the QR code right at the back, which takes you straight into the online store, which is our comprehensive shop. So that's where you will find everything. There's a search option as well. You can search for anything that you might be looking for. And yeah, there's more information about our kits on that page opposite. What else do we have? We have our joining page. So if you go straight into the website, at the moment there is a joining special, and I'm going to segue into the Sale-A-Bration catalogue just to share that with you today as well. So this is the Sale-A-Bration catalogue. Everything in here is free. You can see that little word there, free. Everything in here is free. You actually can't purchase any of these items, but you can add them to your order at no cost. When you spend $100, you can add one of the qualifying items to your order for free. There is also an option for spending $200, and I'll point those out as we go through. So just one of the first options is that you can add this stamp set to an order. So this is if you're spending $100 before shipping. This would be a great one for scrapbookers. It's got some really cool options for journaling, which you can add to with your own journaling, your own personal journaling, and there's a sample of a page that they've used it on there. So that one's called Documenting the Day. Super cute rainbow celebration kit with pre-die cut and pre-coloured everything. So makes it so quick and easy to put together some cards. So there's birthday, there's all sorts of ways to use these cards, not just for birthday. But yes, you'll get a whole set. And how many does it make? It makes 6 cards, 2 each of 3 designs. And there's envelopes. There's matching envelopes with little clouds inside. How cute is that? So that's also something you can add for free. You've got the fruit salad, 6x6 designer series paper. I have seen some people make some very cute projects with this, but the one option there is, because there's not a stamp set that matches it, you can just cut out the fruit and use that as your feature on your project. We've got some envelopes that people have made as well. Very cute. This is the one I've just ordered, Friendly Seagulls. I'm pretty sure seagulls are worldwide, but anyway, we definitely have them in Australia, especially when you've bought fish and chips and you're sitting outside just relaxing, and then they start to circle. And then if you don't watch your food, if you don't cover it up in between bites, a seagull will inevitably come and snatch one from you. Snatch a fry, or they might even snatch a whole piece of fish, depending on how hungry they are. So I definitely got that. And I love the the greetings. I love you more than French fries. I love you more than chips. Hey, friend. I just thought they were cute. And because they're liner, I can colour them in and have a bit of fun with that as well. Another stamp set, Day to Celebrate, as well as an embossing folder. So these are all items that you can add to a $100 order, which will qualify you for a free Sale-A-Bration item in this category. Now, the toadstool gardens, which I have used on my toadstool cards, and this is one of the items in the Sale-A-Bration catalogue that coordinates with one of our bundles in the mini catalogue. So a great thing to point out is that if say, for example, you've purchased a bundle, so this bundle with the punch is $68.25, and so if you added a couple of extra things to your order, maybe some cardstock or even some embellishments, depending on what you need, and your order comes to $100, you can get the coordinating papers for free. So this is the Toadstool Gardens 6x6 coordinating paper, and it's designed to go with the Terrific Toadstools bundle. There's also some fresh freesia ribbon, which I'll be using on my project today. This is a seam binding ribbon, so it's got a bit of a crinkle to it, which I love. It's got some nice texture and a lovely sheen to it. It's nice to have some fresh freesia ribbon. I was colouring some white ribbon the other day in fresh freesia, thinking, wouldn't it be nice to have fresh freesia? And then my fresh freesia ribbon turned up, which I'd forgotten I'd ordered. So there you go. So that's another freebie. Also pick a season stamp set. Very cute little tree. You can use that with, you've got clover, you've got hearts for Valentine's, you've got eggs for Easter, and roses as well, and creating a little scene with the garden fence and the gate. Very cute. Also, we have Dance With Me, which is another line art set, and that's a freebie with $100. There's some purple adhesive backed sequins here, so there's embellishments as well as your stamp sets and papers, so look out for the embellishments. And some more designer series paper, Bloom Impressions 12x12 designer series paper. Okay, with a $200 spend, you will get a bundle, and this one is, I guess you could use it for Valentine's Day, but it could be for wedding anniversaries, weddings, engagement, anything, whereas a heart is required actually. The heart-shaped bundle is what it's called, and it's got some beautiful stamps with greetings as well as some coordinating dies. So yeah, that would probably be worth around $65, I don't know, $70, $75 as a bundle, but it is free with a $200 order during Sale-A-Bration. And that is the only way that you can get it. You can't buy this one. Same with Corner in Bloom. This has 8 photopolymer stamps with some really intricate line art flowers, just beautiful. So you can create your own garden scene. You can use them as a frame. You can use them as a border around a greeting. And you can cut them out and use them as embellishments on a card or a box, gift box. So that's a nice option as well. Now, the option for joining. Remember I said during Sale-A-Bration, there is an option for joining Stampin' Up. You can just join the Stampin' Up family and take advantage of getting a 20% discount, 20 to 25% discount every time you place an order. You can build up your supplies gradually and learn how to use them as well. You can share them with others. So if you want to have gatherings at your place, you've got that option. And your friends and family can order through you as well. There is access to a wonderful website just for demonstrators. So if you are thinking of joining and thinking, oh, I don't know anything, I don't know enough about stamping, trust me, there is more than enough ideas to last you longer than a lifetime on the Stampin' Up demonstrator website, as well as some other groups that you can belong to when you become a demonstrator. Not least of which is my Inky Fingers group. So when you join with me, you'll become part of our Inky Fingers family. And we have an online Facebook page that you can join as well. And that's a place for you to ask questions, get inspiration and ideas from the others in the group. And yeah, we just support each other and inspire each other on there as well. So if you're thinking of joining, here's the deal at the moment. You can get your starter kit for just $169. You'll still get to choose the $235 worth for that same price. But there are 2 free bonus options to add to your kit. Option 1 is your choice of 2 marker sets. So not just one, but 2 marker sets in the brights and neutrals, regals and subtles. So either 2 of those, plus a stamp set that's exclusive to the joining offer. And this stamp set is designed to be used, exclusively designed to be used with the markers. So there are a lot of different techniques that you can use for this with these stamps. And the markers are one of the techniques that is focused on here. On page 17 of your Sale-A-Bration catalogue, you'll see there's another QR code there, and you can learn more about the starter kit bonus offer if you hover over that one. But I think that is, personally, I think that's the best deal because that is worth much more than $51. And here's why. Option 2, you're getting $235 worth of product plus an additional $51 in free products if you're in Australia. So that's the option 2 if you want to be a bit more flexible and you don't want to choose 2 marker sets and a stamp set, then option 2 may be for you. As I said, it's probably not worth as much as the one above, but it's got more flexibility and you can choose products from anywhere, from the online store, even from the last chance list. You can choose products that are reduced up to 80%, bundles, anything that you like for that option. Your kit still costs $169, so you'll get a lot more in your kit these next 2 months if you join Stampin' Up. So that's the deal. Now the other deal at the moment is when you gather or when you spend $500, even just as a customer order, you will get some extra perks as well. There's an additional $50 worth of product of your choice, in addition to the host rewards. So at $500, I think it works out to be about 65. That's 12%, plus an additional 50. Okay, so do the math. 12% of 500 is what your normal host rewards are, and an extra 50 takes it up over the $100 mark, which is fantastic. So if you're wanting to put a big order in or you're wanting to gather some friends together, during Sale-A-Bration is a great time to do that. Let me know if you're interested in gathering, and I'll have a look at my diary and we'll squeeze you in at a time that suits you and your friends, and I can come and show you some more things. So that is the Sale-A-Bration catalogue. Let me turn to our butterfly page, our Beautiful Bokeh page, just to share with you about what this bundle, this suite involves, what it has in it. So we have a stamp set called Beautiful Butterflies, and there are a number of different images. We've got a couple of different forward-facing butterflies, and there is one butterfly that is on the side there. We've got some speckles, which are very handy just to fill in the gaps with things. So for example, I've used it here in a card, just I've made a simple card front, but I've used it in 2 different colours, Berry Burst and Fresh Freezer, just to give a bit of an interest in the background there. And there is a set of dies which coordinates with this stamp set. So I'm going to talk about that in a second. There are also some little stamps here which you can use to fill in backgrounds and foregrounds of the butterfly shape. So that's meant to be stamped behind the die cut wings. You'll see on this one here. Here we go, here's another one. Using that really cool die which makes a little butterfly flap. I've used it in the background with Lemon Lolly, just to fill out the butterfly wings with that pattern. So, and lots of different greetings. So you've got a hello, you've got a for you. You could just do so thankful or so thankful for you. Happy birthday, in case you need me, I'm here, and time to celebrate. So lots and lots of beautiful designs. And of course they're line art. So what you can do is stamp your butterflies. I've just used the black Memento ink here, and I've chosen to colour in with one of my markers, one of my blends markers. And you'll see I've just coloured in a couple of those little sections, and then I've chosen to go in with one of my daubers as well, just to give a bit more shading. So lots of options. You can even do a stained glass effect with your butterfly if you wanted to stamp in StazOn on a window sheet. That would be lots of fun. But yeah, beautiful images, and there is a set of coordinating dies which I will show you some of. So we have some little butterflies, and our little butterflies will punch out some gorgeous gorgeous butterflies these size, and so you can see the background behind. I've used the die cut which has the holes. There is also a die cut which doesn't have holes, and they're designed to work together, so lots of layering. In the background of this one you'll also see our hybrid embossing folder. So our hybrid embossing folder is designed to go together with the stamp set. So let me show you the sizing. If you have a look here, this die fits exactly around that large butterfly. I think we've even got, that almost fits. Maybe not. These ones might fit. But yeah, that one definitely does. So you can cut out and emboss a butterfly. I've just used the folder plain. Here we go. I've just used this folder plain in the background to give a bit of interest. But how gorgeous is that? Look at the deep etches in that. You could even get your sponge daubers or your blending brushes and colour in those after you've embossed them to add a little bit more contrast and texture. But I like it plain on this card. And I've done some embossing. I've actually used clear embossing powder on this one, and I've stamped it over the top of some of the designer series paper. So let me show you that next. It's a bit like a Joseph's coat, or I can't remember what this technique is called, when you stamp and emboss in, hi Belinda, good to see you. When you stamp and emboss in clear embossing powder over the top, it creates a little window. So I don't know if you can see that behind my clear embossing. I've used this paper, which is from the Beautiful Bokeh 6x6, and you can see that sort of contrasting pattern. And then I've gone over it with my blending brush in Berry Burst, so it's made it darker than the embossing. So that's what I did there. And I've just used some of the gorgeous Itty Bitty Bokeh mix, which is loose embellishments. That is also part of that suite there. So I think that's covered everything in the suite. There's a bundle with the hybrid embossing folder. There's the Itty Bitty Bokeh mix, which is these. There's the Beautiful Bokeh 6x6 designer series paper. I'll just flick through that just to show you how gorgeous the designs are in that. Really soft, beautiful colours. I love the bokeh look. Beautiful. And I'll be using one of those in the project that I'll be making for you in a second. Okay. Oh, and of course, because we've got these, let me just show you this card. We have our itty bitty bokeh mix inside a shaker card. So perfect for shaker cards. And yeah, if you're wanting to cut out your window, you can use one of the larger butterflies, or even some of the smaller butterflies if you want to do a multiple window shaker card. Yeah, and that was actually a very simple card to make. The bokeh paper actually makes this card too. I think it really adds some interesting light and shade to it. So there you go. All right, now let me get set up for showing you the card. As I said, I'll be posting this on my YouTube channel, so you'll be able to see it and stop it and pause it if you want to remake any of these projects or any of this project that I'm about to show you. Okay, let me get ready. I just need my little mini stamp and emboss machine. And I'm going to, first of all, that fit, let me just see. I think I might need my large one actually, because I'm going to do a whole card front. So let me switch that out. Okay, so I'm going to use one of the dies in the set, in the Beautiful Butterflies set, which has a straight edge on it. So let me just flip it around and I'll show you. You can see the straight edge up there, and it won't cut. It won't cut here and it won't cut here. So what you're able to do is you can pop this on a fold line of a card so that you'll get a butterfly card that opens out and it's attached at the top in those two spots. And I'll show you what I mean. So the first thing we have to do is use our bone folder, and I'm just going to make a fold in my card. I'm using Calypso Coral, and I've just cut this from half an A4. So there's my fold line, and I'm going to use that as a guide. But I'm going to open it out. So I could cut this through 2 layers, but it would actually squash my card down too much, and it would probably make it too hard to go through. It would also put some marks on my card, and I don't want that. So I want my card to be nice and pristine. So I'm going to do it in 2 goes. And the first cut is going to be lining up right in the middle there, those 2 lines with the fold line in my card. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm just going to run that through. And that's my first cut. So there you go. Still attached here. I'll show you how to get those bits off. And then I'm going to flip it around and do it the same way. So let me just flip it around and we'll do the opposite cut. So this makes the other flap of the card. There we go. So I've got my 2 butterflies. Now you'll notice that there is a little bit in the middle still, and they're attached on the side here. So what we want to do is get our paper snips, and I can almost pull that off, and almost pull this one off actually. There you go. So I've taken the edge off, and this little bit here, we just want to snip it and then snip it here. And there we have our double butterfly card. Super cute. So you can cut them like that, or you can cut them the way that I did on my original card that I showed you. You could just do half of one and have the flap of your card open like that, and write behind it so that you don't see the writing. So there's just a number of different ways, but you can make your whole card a butterfly shape, which is great. So I'm going to pop this down here, and then I think we can use our small one, which takes up less real estate. Okay, so now to decorate the outside, what I do want to do is, actually, I'm going to use my big one again, sorry. I'm going to cut a butterfly the same shape because this is going to be the one to go on the front. I'm going to add some stamping to it as well, just to add a bit of contrast, but it doesn't matter where I cut this out of the bokeh paper. It's just going to be really pretty. I like all those speckles on there. I like that it's not all one colour. So in order to get my butterfly shape out this time, I'm just going to cut the top ones like that, just where that line is. And then if there's any little rough bits, just going to cut there and there. All right. Now I think that's it. But I'll put this to the side just in case I need it again. I don't think I will. All right, so see how that's going to fit on the top right there. I'm going to add some of these butterfly wings shapes just to fill it out a bit in the background. And the colour I'll use is Balmy Blue. So that's these ones that I pointed out, just to fill in behind wings. You can do behind like I'm doing, or you can actually have them in the foreground. So I think they're pretty much the same each way, but I'm going to do this one up the top. Sorry, down the bottom, and this one up the top, and then I'm going to get the opposite one here. I'm using Balmy Blue because that's a nice subtle colour. You can see it's starting to look a bit more like butterfly wings now. The other thing I need to cut is a butterfly out of my silver foil. So this is one of the other dies in the set. And yeah, I wanted to do silver so that it contrasted and added a little bit of sparkle. So this one I can use the small embossing Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with. And I'm going to keep it straight because I want to be able to use this silver on another card. I like to use all my offcuts, especially when I'm cutting butterflies and things like that have got a universally appealing shape, because you can use that as a surround on another card. So don't throw anything out after you've cut. You just want to get all the little bits out. And keep all your offcuts. So there's my offcut. Keep all your offcuts because you can pop them in a box, keep them handy for when you're wanting to make another card. And you could pop another butterfly in the middle so that it would contrast with the silver. But we're putting our main shape on the top of this card. Just picking out all of the little tiny bits. There we go. It's looking pretty good. How gorgeous is that? I like how it holds its shape. When you've used the foil, it is actually quite stiff, so you can bend up the wings a little bit and make it look a bit more 3D, which is quite fun. All right, so now what we want to do is apply this to our stamped butterfly. Just going to add a tiny bit of glue. Don't need much glue. And I'm actually only putting it sort of towards the middle. I'm not really... not really putting it on the edges because, as I said, I want those butterfly wings to stand up a little bit. And what's next? Oh yeah, so I'm going to make a greeting, and I actually want to use the little word windows. So we've got 2 word windows as part of the set, one small and one's large for the happy birthday, for example. This one, I'm just going to be stamping so thankful for you. And I might use, what colour will I use? I have a little scrap here. I'm going to use some Calypso Coral again. Just bring in that colour on the top so that it matches the base of the card. So I'm just going to cut that before I stamp. Swing it around that way. There we go. There's my little word window. I like how it's got a little frame around it too. They're really pretty. Okay. So there's no need to use a different colour. I'm just going to do tone on tone and stamp the So Thankful. Straight down on there. And then the For You is going to go on the inside. So I'll do that now before I've decorated everything. So thankful for you. There we go. That's so gorgeous. They could be little place names too, couldn't they? If you're having a little dinner party and you want to use them for place cards. I love it. All right. So now we're ready to assemble. I'm going to apply this to the front of the card. It's going to match exactly because it's the same die. So just pop a little tiny bit of glue on the back. You don't need much of this glue. I'm going to pop a tiny dot on each of his little antennae. There we go. You want that to be nice and secure. How gorgeous is the background on that? You see you've got the bokeh paper and then you've got the stamping over the top, which makes it look like a butterfly. And then you've got the overlay of the silver. And our greeting just goes straight over the top like that. And I'm going to use some dimensionals because I want that to sit up a little bit. Mini dimensionals. Okay. There we go. Goes right in the middle. Love it. How pretty is that? So there you go. I thought to myself too, it just needed a little bit of a finishing touch, and I had the Fresh Freesia ribbon. And so what I did was, you can see it on my original one here, I actually tied the ribbon in a little bow up the top. Just for some added interest. You could also tie it onto your gift in the corner like that. So that it's got something to adhere it to, to the paper on the outside. So there you go. There are my 2 bokeh butterflies. Butterfly-shaped cards. Aren't they gorgeous? You could do these in lots of different colours. Take your cues, by the way, from the paper, because the paper really does have some beautiful coordinating colours in there, and it's really up to your imagination what you use. But I like the greeting. I like how it says "so thankful" on the outside, and you think, oh, that's all there is, but then for you on the inside. I hope that you enjoyed watching. Thanks, Christine. I hope that it gave you some inspiration for your launch coming up. I'm not sure if you have the Beautiful Bokeh Suite, but if you don't, maybe you might want to add it to your order, your next order. You can order this right now. If you're a demonstrator, of course, you can order it at 20% discount. If you want to order it in your starter kit, you can. If you have questions about joining Stampin' Up, please let me know. Send me a message and we can have a chat about that. But yes, I just wanted to show you that suite in particular because it's one of the ones I've been playing with lots, and there's just so many different ways that you can use it. And I think I've only just scratched the surface, really. There's just so many different things I want to do with it, not least of all which are these gorgeous butterfly-shaped cards. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you again soon. Don't forget you can go online now and have a look at all of the things. If you'd like a catalogue, I'm still sending those out for free. So let me know if you don't have a demonstrator looking after you and you like one of our catalogues and the Sale-A-Bration brochure. I can pop that in the post to your mailing address. And let me know if you've got any questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.